So our next speaker is Ashok Sridhar from TracXon, talking about trillion sensor economy enabled by printed electronics.
Thank you. My name is Ashok Sridhar. I'm one of the three co-founders and the CEO of TracXon. Glad to be here, the first Tech Blink event in the US. So the title of the presentation is Trillion Sensor Economy Enabled by Printed Electronics. It sounds a bit ambitious, but compared to the 7 trillion that Sam Altman is talking about, this is nothing, so pretty humble, I would say. First, about TracXon, we are a spin-off from Holst Center, one of the leading R&D centers in the world for printed and flexible electronics. We are based in a city called Eindhoven in the Netherlands, which is becoming a hotspot for technology, especially for electronics industry. It's a home of Philips, ASML, NXP, and so on and so forth. And of course, TracXon. We specialize in roll-to-roll and sheet-to-sheet printing of complex circuitry and assembly of components on those printed circuitry to create full PCB assemblies by additive manufacturing. In that sense, we are a pure play foundry, going from co-designing the product with the customer all the way to mass manufacturing, and we do not commercialize product ourselves, so we do not compete with our customers. So we are a pure play foundry. Yes, we are a for-profit company, and the goal is to, of course, make money for the stakeholders. But bigger than that, there is a societal problem to be solved, and that's what drives us. If you look on the slide, the big societal problem is that the current electronics limits application possibilities and user experiences. It is rigid, bulky, and non-conformal. Worse still, they are manufactured by chemical etching processes. So every layer of circuitry is etched with multiple chemicals, and sometimes 90% of the material is etched away, and then for multiple layers. Worst of all, more than 90% of those PCBs are burnt or buried at the end of life. Surely that's not the way to go. And of course, the form factor, nobody wants to wear and walk around with those devices you see on the left of the screen. So that is a societal problem. And how are we solving that? TracXon's printed electronics offers vastly enhanced user experience in a highly sustainable manner. We additively print circuitry on recyclable polymer films up to 10 square meters per minute. While it might not be as impressive as others, for example, multiple tens of meters per minute, we are talking about complex circuitry, not RFID. It's real PCB kind of circuitry we are talking about. On that, we assemble components with special materials, special processes to create fully functional devices, and that can be multi-mix as well, not a single chip. All this is done with low carbon footprint, bio-based, sometimes bio-based substrates, and less components, because we can also print sensors like pressure sensor, like temperature sensor, humidity sensor, and so on and so forth to eliminate components. And finally, the products that are produced are flexible, stretchable, even 3D by thermoforming. That's what we do at TracXon for our customers. There are a few examples here, and hopefully the video should play as well. Sorry to overwhelm you with multiple videos on the same slide, but I'll take you through one by one. This most is seen. That one is a spinal health sensor. It's a long 50 centimeter, about 1.5 feet, double-sided sensor for spinal health monitoring. It's a wearable device. We co-designed it and manufactured it for a company called Mingtech in Germany. The one here is a stretchable vital signs patch to monitor heart rate and breathing rate. This is based on our parent company, Holst Center's design. We produce it. This one is a RGB display with LEDs, smart LEDs bordered on a printed backplane. And the resolution can be lower, higher, sizes can be different as well. This one here is a micro LED signage. So it's like almost invisible until it lights up. And this is great for glass integrated applications. Last but not least, this is actually a 2 meter long, that is roughly 7 feet by 2 feet, so 60 centimeters, LED for lighting application with high brightness LEDs, all done by printed electronics and then components assembled on top in a special manner. These are some of the examples of what we do for our customers at TracXon. And all this is possible because of a strong team with a cumulative experience of more than 100 years in this domain, handpicked. Now let's go to the core of my presentation, trillion sensors economy. IoT, Internet of Things, is driving the world towards a trillion sensors. I've shown you a graph from Statista. It shows that by 2029, the IoT market, including all the services, will be $1.6 trillion. But according to some estimates, by 2032, this will reach $3 trillion, which also means so many